Hello there my friends, Weilà ragazzi, ciao a tutti, benvenuti in questo nuovissimo video. Welcome everybody to this new video. Today I want to talk to you guys about some of my advice for learning Italian. A lot of my advice that I give to people who want to learn English stems from my personal advice and experience with studying Italian. So it's going to work perfectly also for you guys, all of these things. At least that's my hope. That's my intention with sharing them with you guys. So one of the very first things I want to tell you is that it's pretty important to have one notebook dedicated to all of your studying. Whether it's a notebook that you're using for school, a notebook that you're using just for you at home if you're studying by yourself, or even when you're continuing to study, because that's something that I always did. Not only did I study Italian when I would take classes of it in school, but I would then continue to study when I went home. So I think it's pretty important to be able to write things. You know, there's studies out there and all that stuff that say that writing helps you learn things a lot better, and let me tell you, it's really true. Whenever I study something that I really and truly care about, it always gets written down. So it can be a bit time consuming, but it's worth it, let me tell you. And what I often like to do is I write things really large, things that are of, you know, a lot of importance, things that maybe are difficult for me to understand. Write those things large. I'll insert a photo here of my first notebook from when I just started studying Italian. So the idea really is, when you study verb tenses and conjugating and stuff like that, even if it doesn't stick right away and maybe it doesn't make that much sense, or maybe you can't even remember things, which goes along with sticking, so same thing. Point is that the more that you study and the more that you are aware and introduced of certain things in Italian, the easier it's going to be for you to pick up on these things when you hear them said by natives. So, you know, I was just watching a TV program and there was some show called Fuori Classe, and I noticed that on scripted TV programs you'll often find Italian speaking in a very clear, easy to understand way. Usually they've got pretty neutral accents, unless the characters are meant to come from certain regions of Italy that have stronger accents, let's say. So they speak pretty much like, let's call it standard Italian, okay? And I noticed that they use a whole lot of the congiuntivo, and the congiuntivo is what I go over in my advanced Italian video series. And you know, I'm still studying the congiuntivo because it's a very advanced and, you know, oftentimes challenging part of Italian, even though I may not necessarily be the best at using the congiuntivo as of right now when I'm filming this video. Because I'm at least exposed to it and aware of it and aware of the rules and what it looks like, it's actually a lot easier for me to pick up on things and learn better that way. And then if you ever hear something that you don't understand that someone says, or if you come across it when you read it, write it down. Even if you have a huge list of tons and tons of things, try slowly, do a couple things a day or every other day or every week, however you like. Try to find the translations of these things. And let me tell you, there have been phrases that I had no idea what they meant years ago, wrote them down, eventually found out what the translation was, whether it was because I looked it up, someone told me, I heard it in a video, whatever the case was. The point is that now I've been able to include all of these different kinds of words and phrases into my vocabulary. Just as we incorporate new words and phrases of slang or just common expressions or even just new, better vocabulary words into our vocabulary in English, you can do the same in Italian. Even if it's something that you don't think you would use, still learn what it means anyway, because it'll make a lot more sense when someone uses it when they're talking to you. And also, if you're struggling to describe something, it's always good to know multiple ways to say many different things. Learning a language is really a lot of fun, and I learn new things every day because, you know, learning a new language is not something that happens overnight. Like I said in my past advice video, one of the things I always like to say about learning a new language is that it's like starting a new diet, and once you have that new diet, sometimes you like to stick to it, especially if it's a good one. So this is definitely a good one to stick with. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments for me, even if you just want to say hi. I love getting to know you guys and, you know, hearing what's up in your lives and how your studies are going. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Always remember to spread the love, and I will catch you guys in the next video, and I'll probably do more videos of more advice soon. All right? Ciao, guys. See you later.